Hi, in this video, we'll see how to connect a PBX to SIPCaller. First, we need to log into the SIPCaller console. The initial screen shows the console dashboard, where you will see the Sections menu on the left. In that menu, we will choose the section Phone Systems. Once selected, we will see the Phone Systems screen. This screen allows you to add a new phone system and to edit the existing ones. To add a new connection to a PBX, we will have to click on Register. The registration of a new phone system has 3 simple steps. In the first one, we will need to complete 4 fields. A name to identify this phone system, the host name or IP address of the phone system. Then, select the model of the PBX from the drop-down menu. Finally, you can choose the location of the SIPCaller server from one of our 7 regions around the globe. After completing these 4 fields, you can click on Next to continue with the second step of the registration of the phone system. On this screen, we will configure the extension of the PBX that SIPCaller will use to make the outbound calls. This includes the credentials of this extension in the PBX. These credentials must not be confused with the user of the web client of the PBX. Let's see how to complete these fields, alongside with the creation of a new extension in the 3CX console. In the 3CX, click on Add User from the Users menu. On the SIPCaller console, we have 8 fields to complete. The first one is the name. This is the name that will identify the extension in SIPCaller. It can be any unique name. The second field is the username. The value for this field must match the extension number for the extension that we are creating in the 3CX. After entering the username, go back to the 3CX console. Complete all the requested fields and then select the tab IP Phone. On that tab, click on Configure a Phone. The 3CX console will show a dialog with the settings for the IP phone. Check the I will configure the phone myself option and then click on Next. Now, select the Local LAN/VPN option. After that, click on Add Phone. After adding the phone, the 3CX will show the credentials that we need to complete the registration of the phone system on SIPCaller. The Auth ID must be filled in with the authentication ID value of the 3CX IP phone. For the password field, you will need to copy the value of the authentication password from the 3CX. You can now click on Close to hide the dialog box on the 3CX console. Finally, on the 3CX console, we will need to uncheck the Block Remote Non-Tunnel Connections option in the Options tab. To save the changes and create the extension on the 3CX, you will have to click on Save. That is all what is needed from the 3CX. We can continue with the registration of the phone system in the SIPCaller console. Let's continue with the Max Simultaneous Calls field in SIPCaller. This value allows you to specify a limit to the number of simultaneous calls that will be made using this extension. It is intended to avoid exceeding your phone system license limits or the number of lines you have available to make external calls. Next, we have the optional field, Call Prefix. You can enter a single prefix or multiple values separated by commas. If you enter multiple values, SIPCaller will automatically rotate them when making the outbound calls. We have only 2 fields left to complete on the SIPCaller console, Transport and Secure RTP. For Transport, select the SIP transport to use with the extension. The recommended transport is TLS when your phone system supports it, so the messages are encrypted. Finally, we have to set the Secure RTP field. The selected value will indicate whether the call audio should be encrypted or not. Enable this Secure RTP only when your phone system expects the client to use Secure RTP. If this setting is enabled and your phone system is configured to use plain RTP, the call will not have audio. After filling in all the fields, click on Next. To complete the registration, click on Register, and SIPCaller will attempt the connection to your phone system. We will explain the queues monitor setup in our next video. Thanks for watching.